Good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing? Everybody's doing okay? So, I'm just gonna make this sort of short and sweet and all that. And I'm here to basically talk about one of, well, four of my greatest books that I like to read. One is How to Draw, How to Draw Robots, pocket manga. I like reading this. It's basically how to draw like robots any type from you could probably draw yourself a Gundam or a Zoid or in a Super Sentai or Power Ranger case your own Zord or Megazord, which is really cool. And you know it basically has everything from head designs, eye designs, basically like noses and head features, mouth. Like, I think you can even do a transformer one. Does that look like Optimus? And like so many types, and even noses. So yeah, you could probably give it a good look. I think this is where Gundam came from. The weird designs of the Gundams came probably from one of these. Maybe. It teaches you how to draw them, so on and so forth. Basically, I left off here. That's where I had this at. A bookmark. So basically, yeah, it's pretty cool. You can basically like I don't know, give it some really cool designs and stuff. I don't know if you can find it now. I got this a while back ago. Who am I kidding? I got this years ago out of Borders. 12.95. It's right here. And it took me forever when Borders was around. It took me forever to get this. A probably the first. This is probably the first novel I've ever read. Is the Gundam Seed novel, Detergent Strike. Yeah, that's right. They had Gundam Seed and it had novels, not just one, but three. Desert Tiger, the Country of Peace, and I got all three of them. Even though I had to like order them one by one, but I still got them. I got all of them. Basically, these were the only three that I've gotten from Tokyo Pop. Tokyo Pop. If you ever saw the ending of Rave Master when it had the logo Tokyo Pop, the same people. Look, the logo's like right there. Tokyo Pop. I know they're like this because they're old. I had these for a long time. Look, one, two, three. I don't know if you can find these anymore. I don't know if you can find these. I don't know if you can find this on Amazon or on eBay or anything. I wouldn't know. I just like reading these. Detergent Strike basically tells you the beginning of Seed. Basically shows you like a space map of EC-71. Tokyo Pop novel. Dude, and Tok- Tokyo Pop Incorporated is basically in Los Angeles, California. I should write them an email. Maybe. Yeah. Like in the cover, a black and white version of the cover, which has Pilot Kira Yamato and the L Strike, because it has the L Striker pack. And like, what? Even, well, character faces, names, and little bio. Here, let me read you one. We'll read. Oh, look at that. They even have the Earth Forces officers. Halberton, Newman, Tonomura, Mulaflaga, Natara Badgerel, and Miss Maru. Ramius, as well as some other characters. And the people from Zaf, Rala Crusade, Atmanzala, Beckus Klein. See right here. As well as slightly detailed information about the strike and the striker packs. Oh, and this is just, you're gonna get these in all three books. Like, the mechanics. Launcher, sword, Aegis, dual assault, Aegis, mobile armor mode. As well as the Buster, a Coup, and a Jin. As well as the Archangel! Yeah! Basically, you gotta love the Archangel. As well as some other mechanics. No, the prologue is kind of long. Basically, page 29 to page... actually, it's not that long. It's just one, two, three... Just 4 pages long for the prologue. And then it takes you to phase 1, where we basically is the setting. No. It's basically 3... I'm sorry. Oh no, I'm sorry. 1, 2... I'm sorry. The prologue is basically from this page here to this page here. And then page 29 is phase 1. They're all in phases. So basically, from page 29 to page 252. That's the whole story right here. All this. all this. Everything else is just facts and whatever stuff. You even get the pic. You can even get a picture of the strike falling to Earth. Yeah, basically that one part where Isaac shot the shuttle and it blew up with everyone inside. Dude, it doesn't show like it does in the show, but it's here. Let me read you a little something. Pushing his runners, he rushed in, extending the strike's hand. He could see the frightened faces peeking out from the pod's windows. He could see the little girl who had given him the flower, that paper flower that he gets. He could see her eyes widen, the rifle being pierced, the escape shuttle's outer hull. The outer hull cracked and the pod bounced on the atmosphere like a stone, skipping along a lake. Flames surrounded the fuselage. Pieces of it flew off as the shuttle burned up, basically roasting everyone inside, including a little girl. Isaac, you bastard. Yeah, Isaac, you're a fuckface. Like, seriously? It's a shuttle full of innocent people. You just shot it and killed them all. Surprised you weren't discharged for killing innocent people that had nothing to do with it. I know, it's like, seriously. Kira screamed and screamed, banging his fists on the console until they were bloody. The paper flower came loose and floated around the cockpit. That's just sad. The price of war, the price of innocent lives. And also, if you read from page 254 to, dude, there's like a glossary here. So, if you want to read, it has a glossary in the back, as well as as well as a detailed information on like not Heliopolis. Hold on. Yeah, a glossary filled with Alaska, the location of central headquarters for the Earth Alliance Force, Beam Saber, stuff like that. EC, Cosmic Era, Blue Cosmos, Bloody Valentine. As in the Bloody Valentine tragedy, which somewhere. Right here. At page 20, it gives you a little bit of this about the Bloody Valentine and a little detailed background on some things about it. Like, you'll love it. You'll like it. You'll never want to put it down. Dude, just like in the show. Previews. Coming soon. The Archangel managed to evade Le Crusade's forces and successfully descended to Earth. But they were set off their original course for the Atlantic Federation headquarters in Alaska. Instead, they ended up in North Africa in the heart of Zav territory. The infamous Zav commander Andrew Wellfield, also known as the Deadly Desert Tiger, stands between the Archangel and Escape. Kira's superb coordinator abilities in operating the Gundam Strike once again prove invaluable to his natural friends. In the exciting second volume of Gundam Seed, more is revealed about the true origins and the coordinators, the identity of the mysterious girl Kira met on Heliopolis, and the budding relationship between budding relationship between Kira and Flay. Wow. And you get all that by reading Divergent Strike, including you get this nice little right here. Cosmic Era 70, genetically enhanced coordinators, SAFT, and the biologically unaltered naturals, Earth Alliance forces, are at war. A young, shy student named Kira Yamato is thrown in the midst of battle when Zav steals 5 new Earth Force secret weapons. Desiring only to protect his natural friends, Kira embraces his coordinator abilities and pilots the Mobile Suit Strike. Basically, think about this. If you ever saw the original Mobile Suit Gundam, it's basically Amuro getting inside the Gundam for the first time and decided to start fighting. That's the only comparison I have. I know. In this novelization of the sophisticated television series, the hopes and fears of a new generation clash with the greatest weapons developed by mankind. Gundam. If Gundams were real, we're screwed. Like, totally screwed. Actually, I would love to pilot a Gundam, so. Yay! So, oh yeah, that was Divergent Strike, which is uh, it's a bit fattier. As you can tell, it's a bit fattier from this one. This one, it even gives you like one of those previously. Oh, then you get like at the main characters in Desert Tiger, you get the people of Desert Dawn right here. You got Kigali, you got some people, Kisaka. Yeah, you only get 3. And then basically the same mechanics for the Strike, the Archangel. Oh, they introduced the Sky Grasper in this one, so you get the mechanics on the Sky Grasper and the Duel, Buster, the Baku, the Lagrau. Basically, a Earth map. So that's quite cool. And then you get a previously right here, which basically gives you a short. If you got this one before you got and read this one, this will give you a short, basically like one of those previously where it tells you how all of it started and what happened at the very end. Like beginning, middle, and end. As well as a phase 0, talking about the story of George Glenn, who basically was the first coordinator. So the details about the coordinators of how they came to be are more detailed in this novel, in this book, novel, same thing. So basically, it's all the same as if you would have heard it from, if you heard it from the show. So yeah, it tells you the story. So so sorry about that. That's what happens when you live by a hospital. You get that. Yeah, sorry about that. So basically, after that, page 33, phase one. And then from that page to page 196. Wow. So, oh, dude. Oh, wow. So, so basically, from landing in Alaska, not Alaska, landing in the desert, basically that whole part from landing in the desert to the fighting and all that of the Desert Tiger is all in here, as well as a preview for the third and last novel. After defeating the dreaded Desert Tiger, the Archangel sets course for Alaska with Le Crusade's team hot in pursuit. Tragedy after tragedy rapidly unfolds as the confrontation between Kira and Athrun intensifies. Finally, the friendship cracks in half as the war between coordinators and naturals escalates. Check out the third volume of this novelization of the sophisticated TV show Gundam Seed. And then you get like a bunch of other stuff, like for novels and all that. Even the same, you can say synopsis or something like that. But the same thing you got here, you get here. The Archangel managed fire trucks. The Archangel manages to shake off Le Crusade's team and descends to the Earth, but ends up in North Africa, the very heart of enemy territory. Luckily, the crew meets up with Kigali Eula and a group of local freedom fighters known as Desert Dawn. But Andrew Walfeld, Zav's infamous strategist, nicknamed the Desert Tiger, poses a deadly threat. Using his coordinator abilities, Kira desperately tries to save Maru, LaFlaga, and his natural friends by piloting the strike. But can he survive land battle in a machine built for space? As the war rages on, the bonds of love, friendship are tested in the second novel. So basically, the whole Desert Tiger arc is in this one book. This one book. While from the beginning of C to the part that started to go to the Desert Tiger arc was in this whole book from the beginning. And finally, the third and last novel that they made a fourth, I would actually buy that one if they ever did. It's been some time since I read this, and dude, you know that one scene in Seed where Nickel dies? Look at that! Now look at Atherin's face. That's right, the sword is going through the cockpit. So, basically, yeah. But it doesn't stop there. If you read on, probably somewhere near the ending, you will see, not see, ah, on page 90, if you ever saw that one scene when Tall flies in the Skygrasper, I have it, sorry, I have it in the case and it's in there. I would show you what the Skygrasper, but you already know what the Skygrasper looks like. Read this. No, not read this. Hear this. Okay. Kira watched with a shining track of Bean Saber as it swung towards him. Kira! The Skygrasper 2 flew in from above. Tall? The missile mit the mit bleh, sorry. Missiles hit the Aegis V, causing it to stumble. The red machine jumped to avoid the burn of the explosions. Wait for it. And swiveled in mid-air towards the Skygrasper. Tall, stay back! Kira shouted. The Aegis whipped its shield at the craft. Tall couldn't avoid it. The shield slammed the Skygrasper 2, which crippled, then exploded. Kara's keen eyesight caught every vivid detail. He could even see Tall's blood as it splashes against the window before the plane disintegrated into flames. Miralia had monitored each of the Skygraspers. Suddenly, the second monitor filled with static with the words "signal lost" were displayed in the corner. Tall! She continued to. Oh no, wait. Tall! She continued to quietly whisper the name of the boy she had loved. Basically, Atherine killed her boyfriend. She hadn't been watching the monitor during the battle, so she didn't understand why the system had failed. She thought it might be a technical glitch, especially since the bridge had taken so much damage in the crash. Yes, that's it. A technical error in the electrical system has to be, she thought. Basically, she did not know that Tall was killed by Athrin when he threw his shield. Hold on. I know you guys probably haven't, like, if you haven't seen the show or if you have seen the show, then you know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't seen the show and you have the movie, the three movie DVDs, uh basically books 1 and 2 is in this one DVD called The Empty Battlefield. See the picture of the strike, Kira, and Lacus. These two in this one movie. Basically, it's all the episodes of Gundam Seed in three movies. So, and in books, in the novel, it's these two and these two. This two in here. In this one, basically, you get all this, including the part where Tall dies when his head goes. Basically, he gets decapitated. And then goes boom. And I don't mean boom shakalaka. That was really, really bad, I know. And this is where basically it ends. Uh, I know I've read a few passages, but let's read phase 5, page 195. This basically this right here. I'll make it quick. Even though she was surrounded by the walls of the bridge, she couldn't see anything. She instinctively looked in the direction of the sound. No, she muttered. It can't be. She looked back at the monitors for Tall and Kira. Nothing but static and the blinking words. Signal lost. Because Athrun self-destruct the Aegis and basically took out the strike. And basically, that's the end of the novel, with Athrun self-destructing the Aegis for 10 seconds and the Aegis going kaboom, taking out the strike, and possibly killing Kira Yamato in the process. However, in the show, Kira survives. We don't know how. He survives, ends up in the plants, and ends up with the Freedom. The Freedom Gundam is badass. Whew. So here you get that, and you get the introduction of the Freedom, as well as the song Meteor from TM Revolution, as well. So sorry about that. I got cut off, but I'll edit all of this together. But in this one you get uh like I said, you get Meteor and another ending theme. This one you get Zips and the original and the first theme of Seed. Now these two alone, half of this one and the whole movie of this and the whole of this one, are basically cut down and trimmed to make these novels. Just three. They could have, like, between all of them, like, all three films are all one from episode 1 to 50 or 49 of Seed. They could have taken the other half after the Aegis blew up to getting the Freedom, to going to Orb, escaping Orb, going to space, the Battle of Yakin Due, and everything else in between. They could have done another novel, at least. But, you know, getting these four novels is very good, and, like, you can't put them down. If you get this too, you got three good books, three novels to enjoy, and a book on how to draw robots. Now, in the back of this book, you can, like, get other books by ordering right here in the back of this book. They also have some other stuff, as well as how from the head of the class. Basically, the ultimate instructional edition of how to draw transforming robots. Basically, it's that one basically teaches you how to draw transformers probably. This one tells you how to draw robots. Mecha! Mecha, mecha! Ugh. So, I would like to thank you for watching this video. I know it's late. It's like 11 o'clock here. So, I would like to bid all of you a good night. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.